Hello, risk-adverse ABC commissioners. Welcome to this special episode of Mikey Likey. I'm your host, Mikey. This is a show about things that I likey and sometimes things that I dislikey. Sometimes I think I have Asperger's. Once again, I am your host, Mikey. Okay, in today's episode, we are doing, this bit, and then we are doing a bit about my bucket list, and then finally we're going to do a bit about bush poetry about sports or some shit. Let's go.
The Human Services Minister says the government will continue to pursue money it believes should not have been paid.
We will find you, we will track you down, and you will have to repay those debts, and you may end up in prison.
Well, the year has only just started, and already I'm ticking items off of my bucket list. It all started when I was accused of welfare fraud, of which I was innocent. I got to appear on ABC News 24 and go inside their hellish, claustrophobic, Big Brother diary room-esque satellite studio. Try as you might to look the host in the eye, it's almost impossible. Plus, you'll cut them off constantly.
It is now, if this has been months...
Yeah, I've been trying to work that out myself. Obviously, there must have been more...
Next, I was called a liar on the radio by Social Services Minister Christian Porter. It's weird, his Christian name is Christian, yet he seems to wish ill on others. Let's listen.
And that was Mr. Giffen, or Griffin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tick. I got to write an article for The Guardian. They paid me in cash and also in unredacted copies of the Panama Papers. Tick. But here's the big one. I got to appear as a victim on a current affair.
We need to pause the system right now. We need to pause this until it's resolved. The Prime Minister needs to step in and pause it.
Michael only worked for 9 months of the year. For the other 3, he claimed the New Start allowance. The new debt recovery system looked at his wage and then divided it per fortnight for the whole year, making it look like he earned $1,000 every fortnight, while still claiming Centrelink.
I had my very own Brooke and Stu and Jace, and they came to my house and they asked me questions, but then, when they were done, they said, "Would you mind before we left if we filmed some cutaways of you looking at a pile of bills and shaking your head?" And I said, yes!
Michael Griffin received a debt notice for more than $3,000 from Centrelink just before Christmas and immediately knew something wasn't right.
Honey, I'm just not sure how we're going to make do.
As for Michael Griffin, he's just hoping he can clear his name.
Oh, you had better believe that Mikey Likey. Tick! And now, bush poetry, why not? Ode to the Finals by Michael Griffin, Order of Australia. All year long across the land, the brave men rise and fall. Their simple goal, right through it all, is to catch and kick the ball. Until one weekend in, I want to say October, when it all comes to a head. 2 footy codes have their finals. Even if you gave me quids, I wouldn't want to be dead. They're fighting fit, these Aussie men. They're brave and strong and lean. They come together to compete in teams of as many as 17? Saturday is AFL, down at the MCG. Don't know about you, but this fella here is excited as could be. You can touch the ball with your feet or hands before you kick it through the poles. The men trained for years and years. The coach struggles with systemic racism and misogyny. Then Sunday comes, get the mates round for the mighty rugby league. A different yet superficially similar game. I think it's the same one as the State of Origin. The mighty men rehearse backstage. Is it rehearse? Yeah. The mighty men rehearse backstage. No time for worry or fear. They lace up their boots, better not ask any questions, the sports scientist says as he injects the needle. And the winner holds the cup up high as the brave men leave the field. We'll see you all again next year, mates, and we'll keep doing it again indefinitely. So set the calendar to November, because the Melbourne Cup is next, to fill us with elation for that special race, that Aussie race, the race that stops the national dialogue about alcohol abuse and problem gambling.
So here's what Mr. Tudge had to say a bit earlier. We are not going to scrap the welfare compliance system as the Labor Party suggests. Our welfare compliance system is working and we will continue with it. Over the last 6 months, the welfare compliance system has recouped $300 million and that work will continue.
And that's our show! Thanks for watching, risk-averse ABC Commissioners. May your inevitable funding cutback-related redundancies be swift. This show is brought to you by YouTube. YouTube. If you're not paying for anything, you're the product. Good night, Mikey Likey!